Hello, I'm Rachel. Welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to be sharing with you my thrifting haul from this last week. Oftentimes I do houseplant videos and other times I do some like DIY kinds of video things. I kind of mix it up, but I am running behind on some of my videos, so I am just going to share with you my thrifting haul because I've gotten back into going to the thrift store because there's a new thrift store near my house and it's really cool because they have sales on Saturdays. Sometimes the sales are a little too good because I get a little carried away, and like this time I got a whole big box of things. I found a couple of things that are super great. So first of all, this lamp. Oh my goodness, I love it so much. This is fairly new on here. The cardboard of course is really nice, but the wiring inside of it and everything, this looks perfectly like it was redone probably fairly recently. The only thing is that this wire is definitely older. You can tell by the plug and stuff. It's just not that old, and the wire is still in really good condition. So yeah, I don't need to worry about rewiring this lamp, and it has a beautiful base, and oh my goodness, it's just gorgeous. I love having things in different tones of white and neutrals because then I can just throw in different kinds of color that I really like, or what just speaks to me, I guess, that time of the year, and that way everything always is just calm. I need to just not have anything glaring at me all the time, so I like to have accessories that are more neutral like this but still very beautiful. So I do need to find a lampshade. I'm thinking about taking an older one and then using some drop cloth. I recently got 3 bolts of white burlap, so I thought that might be kind of cool to use on this. This first haul is from the Arc thrift store, and on Saturdays they have most of their tags 50% off. So this lamp, which was regularly $5.99, was, you know, $3, which is awesome. I got this cute little teapot. It's glass, which both of my glass teapots have broken. I mean, it took a few years, of course, but eventually they get bumped just right and then they break, of course, because they're a lot more fragile than the ceramic ones. This one I thought would be really nice because now I can use my blooming flower teas in them and I can start seeing them again instead of basically wasting them in a different teapot. And this one was regularly $2.99, so I got for $1.50. I've started collecting, well, not really purposely collecting them, but I've gotten now a small, or it's getting to gradually become a good sized collection of candy dishes because I had a really hard time finding a candy dish that I really liked that had a lid. And I couldn't find one for a while, but my grandma had one that she gave me and it was perfect and wonderful in every way possible, but then I broke the lid. So ever since then, whenever I find one I can come across, which lately I just keep finding them, I get a cute little candy dish. I put them in different places because they're nice for putting like hankies in, if you use hankies, or nuts, or I keep them in my craft room where I like to edit, so that way I have some different kinds of treats in there, usually chocolate for me to eat while I edit. It's kind of a treat for me that way, and I just like to use them for all sorts of different kinds of things. But this one was beautiful. I like them to be short, and then I couldn't tell with the lid, but usually if you know the lid isn't taped on, I'll kind of wiggle it to see if the lid will stay on there really nicely, because then it's less likely to break, of course. And if the lid ever does break, then like my last one, I'll just use the base to hold a plant. You'll see that I have quite a few things that are for holding plants because glass, of course, doesn't let water go through it, and so I can bottom water things really easily, especially for things like my African violets or other kinds of plants that need a lot more water. Then I will let them soak up with water and then I'll fill them back up again, like for my peace lilies. I found these really cute little teacups. Actually, I think my mom saw them first. I'm not sure. I always go with my mom usually. I didn't go to Goodwill with her, which was good because I found her a Christmas present. But I like to go with my mom because I don't want to go shopping by myself. It's not as much fun, and she's always really good at finding things for me. So I got these little teacups. I actually got another set as well. These were $2.99 but 50% off, of course, so $1.50, so $3 for both sets, so 4 of them in total, of course. And that way when Thomas's cousins come over and we have a little tea party, then we can have little tiny teacups for little kids. I've always let my son use things that are made out of glass or ceramic since he was really young, because that makes it to where he knows to be careful with things and to not just throw things around or whatever, and he's never broken anything. Unlike myself or my husband, we're a lot more prone to breaking things than my son is. I don't tend to buy clothing items from the thrift store because I find that they're more expensive usually where I live than what I could get on clearance at an actual store. And so I usually just buy, if I do buy clothing secondhand, it's either from a yard sale or an estate sale. So I actually bought something though, because I thought this was pretty. Still not as cheap as I would have liked it to be, of course, but it was $5.99 regularly, and so half of that, so it was only $3. I thought that this was really cute, and I don't know, I just kind of wanted to get it. I like the pattern of it a lot, so yeah, I got a clothing item. I think it's mostly the pattern was the pink roses, and then there was fringe on it, and I don't know. 2020s, man, making me feel kind of jazzy. I had to get these cute little pitchers because I like to steep my tea and then I'll have a little thing of almond milk next to me so that way I can add some once I'm at my table that I'm sitting at. If I'm going to be taking my tea very far, then I like to bring my milk separately, like on a tray or something, so that way I don't overfill my teacup, because I tend to just fill as high as I possibly can, and then if I'm going to go outside, I don't really have enough room to not spill it on the way out there. So I like to have little single serving pours, I guess, or pitchers. Is that what these would be called? I actually like to use things like this on a regular basis, so I thought that this would be cute, and I didn't have any quite this size. I'm usually filling mine up halfway, so I thought having something that was a little smaller would be more convenient. I got a couple of little party trays. This one was $1.99 and this was $2.49, so $1 and $1.25 for these. And you know, they're just little party trays, but I like the pattern of this one, how it's just like raised going outwards, and then I love the stars or flowers on this one as well. And I like to have lunches that are just kind of like a charcuterie board. Is that how you say it? Ever since my son was eating on his own, when he got to the stage where he didn't really want to eat anything, I would call it a special snack, and I would put everything in a special little arrangement so that way it looked fancier, and I called it a special snack, and that would make him eat all of his food. So I thought he would like this as well for when we are sitting at the table and reading stories for school during the day, or you know, when we just have a special occasion for lunch and I want him to eat all of his food but have a pretty plate. I thought this way we both have one. I got so much stuff. I went really crazy, but I think we're about halfway through with this box now. So I got this adorable plate. I am not one to really hang plates on the wall because that seems like an awful lot of work, but I do like clocks, and I could use some more clocks in my house. Well, I guess I don't need to have any more clocks, but I love clocks. And it's not often that you find a really pretty clock, so I got this cute plate that was there. It was $4.99 regularly, and I just thought it was so pretty. A little bit more than I would spend. I guess everything being half off, I just didn't care about the price, and so I went a little too crazy. Kind of like yard sales because things are a little cheaper usually, but yeah, it's super cute, and this part kind of bends a little bit. It seems a little wonky, so I might need to replace the actual clock mechanism on here, but use a Hobby Lobby 50% off and that won't be too bad. But I just loved the color of it and the roses, it's just really beautiful. So I had to have it, I guess. One thing though that was definitely a bargain, because I've been wanting this linen table runner that has this beautiful trim around it at Hobby Lobby, and it would be like $17 if I were to buy it. So I haven't bought it, of course, because I don't want to spend that much money on a table runner. So my mom actually saw this in the linen section. It's nice and long, but it has a beautiful edge to it, and so it's definitely long enough for my table, and it's just so gorgeous. And now I have what I wanted, but I think that this one was $3. But I'd say that $3 compared to like $17 is pretty darn good. I did pay full price for one item, and that is this adorable little Trinket box. It was $1.99. So I wanted it because I thought inside I could put some moss in there and have a little terrarium, and it would just be super adorable. And I got this one as well. This one was $4.99, so it was $2.50. So even though this one was half off, it was still more money than the other one, but you know, not by much, and it is definitely bigger, so I could make a nice large terrarium with this one. Lastly, I got 3 baskets. So one was were they all $1.99? Yep, they're all $1 each, so because they were 50% off of $2. And I love this one because it's all pink and blue and yellow. I just love the pastels. I thought that this would be really cute for some of my art supplies. I could cut down a piece of wood in here and put it in there and make some dividers if I wanted to. Or I don't know, I could actually just make a divider for like have silverware in there and some napkins if I want to take it outside for a picnic or whatever. I thought that it would just be so cute, especially because of the little pastel colors on there. And I got this basket. I like that it's nice and flat and it doesn't have a curve to the edges, so I could put my candlestick holders in here, or even some bowls, or you know, all my salt and pepper shakers that I have because I have way too many of them. You know, I could just put different things like that in here. And then this one, of course, is square. You know, it's kind of hard to find square baskets for some weird reason. They're all kind of oval shaped and stuff. I don't know why, but whenever I find a square basket, I'm always going to buy it because it's just difficult to find. So that way I can have them sit next to each other a little bit more easily. I will be painting this one because it's a little scuffed up and looks kind of grimy. But yeah, other than that, I'm going to go ahead and clean these with some vinegar, kind of like a vinegar water solution to get them nice and clean. And then I will spray paint this one probably. Or I might chalk paint it to kind of make it not look so plastic. I don't know, spray painted things doesn't always look that great to me. So then I went to Goodwill actually a couple days later, and I got more baskets. I was trying to come up with an excuse to go. I'm like, I don't need to go there. There's no reason for me to go. I don't need anything. But then as I was driving there, I was like, oh, baskets! I need more baskets. Now I have an excuse to go. And then $25 later, I come back with all of these things for tea and stuff. So anyways, tea parties are a necessity in a good life though, for me anyways. So it was worth it. Plus I got 2 pretty nifty baskets. I thought this one would work good for like potatoes or onions. It has of course lots of ventilation in it because it is a basket, but it's nice and tall, so I could fit all my onions. And then another square basket, and this one has handles, so it's easy to grab it out of my shelf, and then I can just find all the little knickknacks and tea party things that I need. So yeah, I like this one a lot. This one was $1.99, and then this one, oh, she charged this one for $1.99 as well. Neither one of these were on sale, so anyways. I got a couple of things for plants. So I got this adorable container. This was 30% off of 99 cents. And it's a perfect size to fit a little terracotta pot, and it's nice and high on the sides, so I can definitely bottom water my African violets this way. I got quite a few of these. I got this one that's square because if I have little tiny succulents, I like to put them in these square ones. Plus I also like to use these for tea parties because the square shape is just nice because it fits on the table a little bit easier and it just looks cute and it can hold lots of things in there. If you have something that, you know, is loose, like some mixed nuts or something, then it works a little better for something like this. I already have a couple of these. My mom gave them to me and she used to use one of them for like a candle in it and stuff, but I got another one, purple as well, so it was 30% off, and they work really nice. They're not as high as some of the other ones, but since it has that flare out on the sides, it is a little bit easier to get water into them. This one I believe used to be a candy dish because it has a lip on the side, like it would hold a lid on it, so it's a lot heavier as well, but that's nice because when things are heavier like that, you can definitely keep things in there and water them a little bit nicer. This one was $2.99, so that was really kind of a lot out of my price range usually, but it was just so heavy and such a nice large size that I could hold larger pots in it, so that's not something that I come across that often. So I went ahead and got it because I have a pot that I need size for. I did get this pot. It was $1.99 and I thought it was super cute. I'm gonna take this part out, of course, and then I'll either drill a hole in the bottom or I'll use this as a cash pot, but I do like it a lot. It's really cute and it definitely does need a good cleaning though. Oh, my mom's Christmas present, so I can't show you because she always watches my videos. The last thing that I got were these plates. There's 4 of them and they're $2.99 regular, but 30% off, so they're $2.09. So $8 for all of these plates, which I didn't think was too terribly bad, but they are all unique and so beautiful. I love the colors of them. You can tell that I obviously like pink by the pink roses on the shawl and the pink clock. So this one I just thought was so pretty and it caught my eye for sure. Each one of these is different and they just have that hand painted kind of feel to them and they're just so beautiful. Some of my plates I got for tea parties are actually from my mom. She got them at a craft fair. They're hand painted and these just go along with those very nicely, and I thought that'd be nice to have a set of 4 for people to use as their main plate and for, you know, having cake or whatever. And they're just so beautiful and I love them so much. I love the gold around them, and I could put these on the wall, I guess, if I wanted to start a wall platter plate collection thing, because each one is different. This one has little flowers on the vase. This one has some darker roses in there, and the vase of each one is different as well. This one, the vase is a pitcher. So it's just, and it has all pink, like lighter pink flowers, and there's some rose hips in there too. And then the color variation in them all is different enough. Like with this one, the vase is more yellow. It's like a golden vase, and it has some wider open roses in there. They're more of a wilder looking rose than the other ones. I have lots of teacups that are in more of this pink shade. It's kind of the colors I go for a lot of the time, this and purples, and so that makes it to where they still all go together but nothing matches, and it just, I don't know, looks a lot more, I don't know, eclectic but still put together, I suppose. I don't know, I just like it and it's just super fun for me to do. I can't believe how many things I've been looking for and I found. So like the table runner, and I've been needing a new clock and a new teapot, and then I've been looking for, of course, baskets. I didn't find as many baskets as I wanted, but I still found a lot of great ones. And just like everything that I came across was things that I've been looking for pretty much, which is awesome. I love it when that happens. So that's all the cool little things that I got. I hope you have a really great week, and I will talk to you later. Bye!